Hi guys, Nigel here with you. Some good news for you regarding the A20. This kit here, the Hong Kong Models A20G Havoc. I've done a review of this kit. I've done a review of all the aftermarket that I've got for it, and I've got yet more coming. I really need to get my ass in gear and get and start this kit because Hong Kong Models gave it to me to review and build, and I need to do it to uphold my promise. And it really is a beauty. As we're going forward, people are finding a few little bits and pieces with it. It looks like the instrument panel's too far forward. There's some other few little bits and pieces that people have pointed out. One of the biggest concerns people have is the undercarriage, the nose gear. It looks to be extremely weak. So we shall see. Aerocraft have actually made a brass nose gear for it now, which is a lot stronger than the softer white metal ones you get, and certainly a lot stronger than the plastic. It also turns out the wheels in the kit aren't strictly correct, which is quite common these days with most manufacturers. The nose wheel, the actual wheel itself, is too large, and the tyre doesn't look bulbous enough. The main landing gear, the tyres are the right size, but they don't have any tread pattern on them, and they should have a diamond tread pattern on them. And this is one of the problems. You see, I think what's happened is Hong Kong Models have used a museum piece which probably has tyres that are, well, they're going to be post-war. You're not going to have 1940s rubber on aircraft still, are you? And the tyres that are on that aircraft have no tread in them. So, you know, they can't spend months and months and months researching every little bit. And everybody knows that generally people replace wheels and tyres anyway. So Eduard came along with their little set, which I've also reviewed. This is set 632197, 1/32 scale, A20G wheels for Hong Kong Models kit. You can see there the wheels are lovely. They've got those horrible covers on them, which I hate. They're accurate, but I just don't like. I'd rather see the spokes, so I may leave them off on mine. And I've done a review of this set, and it comes with a lovely little set of instructions, contents and everything, and you can see there. And the wheels are stunningly beautiful. They are very, very nice indeed. The tread pattern and everything on them is gorgeous. So you can see there's the nose wheel, and it's a very, very bulbous little tyre and a very small wheel, which is correct. They've also got the weight on wheels at the bottom, or the flat spot as I call it and get told off for. You've also got these here. We've got the detail on the back. Unfortunately, there's no detail in the centre for the brakes, but that's going to be pretty much all hidden anyway. And you've got the diamond tread on there, which is lovely. On the other side, you have just the pattern there because you've got 3D printed wheel centres here that go in. Okay, so and then you've also got the photo etch discs and the bearing protectors for the nose wheel there as well. So all good. So it's got a complete set, and you've also got masks in there as well. You've got masks for it, so you couldn't really want for anything more. But there is a downside. There's always a downside, isn't there? These wheels are too big. So somebody commented over on the Hong Kong Model, not the Hong Kong, the Hong Kong Models A20G Facebook page, the Facebook Builders page, I think it's called, or A20G Builders page. Somebody's commented over there that they thought the tyres were too big. So I looked into it, and sure enough, the kit tyres are 1.375 inches, and these are 1.495 inches, nearly 1.5. And you can see on the side of here, when you look closely, you've got a 47 down there by my finger. There is a 47. And it just so happens that 47 divided by 32 is about 1.5. So I think that's where they've got that from. Somebody has told Eduard that this aircraft had 47-inch tyres. So I thought, sod on, I'm going to email them. They normally don't reply to my emails, but this time they have. And they've come back and they've said, thank you very much, you are correct. Because I have the book, the wonderful book about it. It's like 50 odd quid, it's about that thick. And it says in there that the tyres were actually 44-inch, which divided by 32 is 1.375. So the kit tyres are actually the correct size. The kit wheels are very nice. If they had diamond tread pattern on them, you wouldn't really need resin wheels. But obviously resin wheels are always going to be nicer than plastic wheels because you've got the flat spot on the bottom and you've got the tread pattern and you've got no seam to clean up or anything. So these are really, really nice. And as I say, I wrote to Eduard, and I didn't say, you got them wrong, you need to do something about it. What I said, all I asked them was, can you please tell me where you got your reference material from to say that it had 47-inch tyres? Because all the reference I have says 44. they've come back to me and they've said, thank you very much. So I can only assume that I've told them. They haven't seen the rumours on the internet about this. So dealing with a lady there, Petra, she's very professional, very nice, and, you know, very pleasant person to deal with. And so they are actually, if you look on their website, this wheel set is now temporarily unavailable. So they are going to replace the wheels. Now, I should only imagine that what they will do is send out 2 of these rather than a complete new set. So I asked, you know, how are you going to do this? And she basically said that the sales department will deal with that. So whether they're going to send, you know, if Hannant's bought 50 sets off them, I could only assume that what they will do is send 100 of these to Hannant's, and then Hannant's can send a pair of these to everybody that's bought this set off them, and then they can claim the postage back off of Eduard, I guess. That would certainly be the more efficient way, rather than Eduard send out, you know, 50 packages of these from the Czech Republic to the UK. It would be crazy, wouldn't it? But obviously people all over the world have got these, so there's going to be something that the sales department will sort out anyway, but they're going to make sure that everybody gets their wheels replaced. You're obviously going to have proof of purchase, or you're going to go back to your supplier. I don't know. And that's what Border Models did with the clear parts for the Lancaster. They basically sent a massive box of clear parts to Albion Hobbies, who are the UK importer, and then it was up to Albion Hobbies to distribute them to people that wanted them. So that's the way it went. So yeah, get in touch with whoever, give it a few days, you know, and I'm sure that it will all be sorted. And at the moment, Eduard are working on a new master, and then they'll be making new wheels. They have also offered me some freebies to go along with the build. So as you know, I've already got the Airscale cockpit, I've got the Eduard cockpit already, I've got the ASK seat with HGW seat belts. I'm probably not going to use the seat because it's early and this is the later one. And I've got the Eduard cockpit set that comes with bits and pieces for the engine. It's a nice little set actually. But now they've also done a set for the bomb bay and a set for the undercarriage bays. Now, I don't think the bomb bay set is really necessary. You're not going to see a lot of it. But I thought if they're offering it, I may as well have it and use it in the build. So we'll get to see some Eduard being used as well. So you'll enjoy that. So there we go. So if you have bought a set of these wheels, rest assured they are incorrect. Eduard have admitted they're incorrect and they are going to replace them. What I would suggest is please don't go saying Nigel said this and sending a boatload of emails to Eduard. I would wait and see what happens first. I'm sure they will let me know. Well, I'll know when they're made because they're going to send me some. So once they're made, I guess then you can start putting the requests in. But there we go. So don't buy a set of these wheels at the moment. Go and wait for them to come out with the new ones. And I'm sure what Eduard will do is at least replace like Sprue Brothers, Hannant's, all the major importers of all this stuff. I'm sure that Eduard will replace their existing stock as a minimum and then deal with this afterwards, I guess. So anyway, thank you for watching. Sorry about the bad news, but it's also good news. It's nice to hear that people are listening and making changes as requested. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.